it today, bro?
Today it is Thursday, February 18th, 2021.
Yes. And, is there anything special happening today, bro?
Right now I'm trying to speak to the government because today should be a national holiday. Everybody should be off because it is my birthday today. So I turned 26 today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
No problem.
Gotta thank the Lord for another year. Especially in this world we're in right now. Gotta be thankful. Did a lot of good things this year. Well, this birthday year, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I want to do some more. I want to double that. Let's double that.
Double up. I like it.
But yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes. And
all right.
Yeah.
So today we talking about the greatest of all time.
Also known as the GOAT.
The GOAT athlete of all time, greatest of all time in just athlete category. It doesn't matter what sport. We got basketball, baseball, tennis, football, soccer,
hockey.
Hockey. Yes, can't forget about hockey. NASCAR. If you watch that.
Mm-hmm.
But to rattle off a few GOATs, who do we have? We got like Tom Brady. He just won his past Super Bowl a few weeks ago. He has 7 rings. More than any franchise. As a player. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Who else we got?
We got, let's see, MLB. We got right now. Baseball, we got Mookie. He's the GOAT right now.
Okay, current GOAT. Yes. I mean, we're both Yankee fans. Yogi Berra. I'm pretty sure he has like 10 championships.
Yogi Berra.
10 World Series.
My boy Elson Howard.
Okay.
So let's start back that way.
Okay. Talk.
Number 32 catcher. Okay, I know about that too.
Jordan. How are you forgetting about it? We don't play basketball. That's right.
Jordan.
Right. We don't play basketball.
Yeah, that guy's good too.
He's alright.
He's pretty good. 6 for 6 in the finals.
Yeah. But of course, Jordan. We're 6 in a row, pretty much.
Yeah.
Obviously, he took a break in the middle. But
he said, I don't take a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Go play baseball.
Came back and then won some more.
Kept the competitive spirit. Definitely goated. All right, so we're talking about the GOATs. On my side, according to the title, I got Serena Williams as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Not just in tennis.
I don't mean to stop you there, but the suit that she had on, even though she copped the L, but that last suit she just had on,
but it was an L. Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She we're definitely a Nike athlete. Her body suits for tennis gear is always on point, and it's made to keep everything in the right place.
It's made for her figure. Yes. It's made for a strong, thick woman.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But yeah, so currently she's actually number 2 on the all-time Grand Slam list, and she actually just took a loss to Naomi Osaka, the upcoming talent. Serena Williams is basically her inspiration.
You know what that makes me think of?
What's that?
That makes me think of like Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. Like the old GOAT versus the new GOAT. But that's what it kind of made me think of.
But in that scenario, it was flipped, and the old GOAT took the dub.
Oh. No, the new GOAT.
Tom Brady took the dub.
Oh, I'm saying, but for tennis, the new GOAT.
In tennis,
took the
took the GOAT. Yeah, and also a Nike athlete. Her boyfriend, Corday. If you're a music lover, they're a couple. He puts out bangers. But yeah, we're here to talk about Serena. Talk about our athletes. So yeah, she's second with 23 Grand Slams. Currently number 1 is Margaret Court. She has 24. So
wait, just explain to me. I'm not a tennis person, but what is a Grand Slam? What does it take to get one Grand Slam?
To my knowledge, a Grand Slam is you have to win the U.S. Open, Australia Open, French Open, and Wimbledon. And
also, she has 23 of those.
Yes, 23.
That is ridiculous.
So yeah, her singles record though is 851 and 147. So yeah, with an 85 win percentage. So she's not taking any L's.
85% win percentage. Wow.
And that's including yesterday's loss. So she's she doesn't lose often. Yeah. So when you beat her, you beat her at, I guess, her best.
And how old is she?
She's currently 39.
Wow.
She actually won a tournament while pregnant with her kid.
That I heard about.
There was a tweet. She technically said her kid is technically a champion already, which is that's goated.
If I'm going against her, I'm like, nah, it was 2 versus 1. This is not fair.
They tried to say like her pregnancy gave her extra strength and try to cheese it up, but she's just better than the rest. That's.
Usually GOATs are like that. They're normal people, but they're just better than who they're playing against.
They just
what do you want to do?
They just get the win. And then we're not even talking about her sister Venus. Their doubles record is crazy too. It's 190 and 34. You know, that's another 84-85 win percentage. So them together is another.
What do they talk about when they go for Thanksgiving dinner? Like what is the conversations?
How many grand slams they got?
They just have all the trophies on the table.
All the gold.
Like what do you really talk about?
But Serena, I think she's a GOAT. I think she's better than LeBron.
Oh,
she did get beat, you know.
Oh, you dropped my sauce. You dropped the cheese before I even said my today.
They don't read the title, so
but
they should. Unless he just
that's right.
But you know,
okay, he's got 4 NBA championships.
Okay, four rings. Okay.
4 rings, and he was MVP in each of those NBA finals.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
What's his finals ring?
Everybody brings up this argument.
I mean, weird. This is a
everybody
debate.
brings up his argument.
That's weird. They're gonna talk about that until they're blue in the face. Until he retires, they're gonna talk about his record in the finals. I'm a LeBron fan too, but that's something that, you know, Jordan has over him.
That is something that he has over him.
They'll bring up till.
So you telling me that Jordan if he goes to the final, what LeBron went 9 or 10 times to the finals? How many times did he win?
In a row? Yeah, I think it was 9 or 10.
You telling me Jordan goes to the finals for 9 or 10 years? He's gonna win all 9 and all 10? There's no way.
I don't think so either. But that's how the dice rolled out.
I really put championships as far as measuring somebody's greatness a lot of the time. In this case, I'm gonna do it. He's won 4 MVPs. And you know what? I feel like, although he ushered in the era of the big 3. Like there were teams before him that did it, but now it's like if you win an NBA championship, you have to have a quote unquote big 3.
Or a 2.5 at least.
So the newest one in Brooklyn, you got James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and your boy Durant.
I mean,
he started that trend.
He definitely started that.
He's 3rd in scoring.
Okay.
9th in assists, and he's not even a point guard, but he's 9th in assists. This man can play multiple maybe all the positions during one game. Now that he's gotten older, he's not really going to stretch himself like that. But I mean, this guy, he's been more than a basketball player since now. Like when he was 19, whenever he got into the league, he was a businessman.
True.
From when he was in high school, imagine in high school, like listen, like. Okay,
that's facts.
You're in history class right now, but in a couple of months you're gonna be handling millions of dollars. So what are you gonna do?
All right, you got practice, and then you got a photo shoot later.
Literally.
All right, I agree. So talking about what about money? You know, that's not a direct correlation to success or being a champion, but it does come with, you know, being a champion. You do get paid. The champion gets paid.
Yeah,
you get top dollar. You get top prize. Word. How many?
And although between going between Serena versus LeBron, you know, of course there's disparity between how much a female gets paid and how much a male gets paid.
Very true. Yes.
So I feel like that's an unfair way to try to determine the GOAT of this. But as far as money goes, I feel like he's getting paid off the court and on the court. Of course, on the court, he's a basketball player. He gets paid whatever his contract is. And then off the court, all his endorsements, the Nike, his own shoe. There's his own pizza company.
Word. I think they show that he's made more off the court than playing basketball.
I
Same
believe
with
it.
him. Like also another one, Shaq. He's very good. Shaq's in every commercial. His face is everywhere. You can't.
I kind of want to buy that insurance, but I don't know. It seems kind of cheap to me.
You know, but they wrote him a check for the commercial, so you know LeBron is definitely on that same page. But let's see. For Serena, all right, we won't compare numbers, you know, as far as salary. But for her earnings through winning just straight tennis is $93 million. So that just off her playing tennis, not endorsements through Nike. I'm sure her tennis suit is, you know, trademarked, and I'm sure she has, you know, selected in stores. I'm sure her headbands, anything where I'm sure. So even down to her tennis racket is probably all custom.
And I think what I really like about Serena is that she made it like she's a black athlete, and it's like usually a black female athlete, and especially that you know, people who show emotion while they play, they get labeled as like aggressive, labeled as just can't control their emotions. But I think she really opened the door to be like, listen, if I work hard, if I'm practicing, if I'm doing all this work, and that emotion comes out, that's who I am. And obviously, She wins almost 85% of her matches. Obviously, what she's doing is right. But I like the fact that she shows emotion on the court. She pours her heart on the court. Everything she's in, she gives it 110%. I love that.
Facts. Do you think, for your argument for LeBron, do you think LeBron gives 100% on the court? He's definitely his body is definitely a temple. He spends a lot of money on recovery and getting his body in mind.
Close to like $1 million a year on his body to make sure he can perform. Which, if you're making the amount he's making, you should be doing that. Right. I mean, but as far as like him showing on the court his aggressiveness, he's always been an aggressive player. But I feel like how LeBron plays, he plays smart because depending if it's a series or a game, he'll start off real slow and then he's so good that he can pick and choose the moments where it's time for him to take over the game.
Okay.
That's just like the finals against Golden State. Of course, everybody remembers the pin block against Iguodala. Everybody remembers that.
Okay.
But he picks and chooses when he's aggressive or not. But I feel like that's a mark of a player who knows
when to turn it up.
But these are two different sports. It's hard because it's like I mean tennis. I don't know if you could do it like that.
So I got something to combat that. Why doesn't he just always stay ready?
Why doesn't he always stay ready?
Why is he always on? I feel like the difference between him and maybe Jordan was always killer, coming for everybody. And then, like you said, LeBron, depending on the situation, he might take it off. Or I'm not saying this is fact, but it seemed like Jordan was always on go, always ready to put up 50. And blow these guys out by 30.
I feel like the reason why he always isn't like that is because sometimes when a player, I'll think about a player like let's say James Harden. He does this. Like he'll score 50 in a game, and his team will still lose. Like we did in Houston. That's why now he's on the Nets, and now he's starting to pass the ball more, becoming more a facilitator rather than a percolator.
Okay.
Wow. Nice. But yeah, I felt like LeBron realized that he really needs his team to win. I feel like MJ had a lot of help. He had Pippen. There's a lot. But I felt like LeBron, he's understanding, which he understood a while ago, is that he has to help his teammates. He needs his teammates to facilitate for him and keep it going. So if he tried to take over again in the beginning of the game, they may win the game, but can he sustain that over a series? I don't know. Do you think if the roles had to place, can you see LeBron on a tennis court and Serena on a basketball court?
That's a good question. LeBron on a tennis court, yes. Because he's big and strong, but he's also agile. So I think he would just have to get the tennis swing form down. That might be the hardest part.
Is big. He's 6'9".
Bro, he's getting to every ball. There's no boom. He might miss up the serve, but I think he's getting to every ball. Wait, Serena is laying these guys. These girls come with the three. Nah, I think Serena's center. She's getting the boards. Give me that. Pass it out.
I mean, not to try to say put them on unfair, templates, but like no matter what sport you play, like especially these sports that are like it's like agility wise, especially tennis. That's like her quickness, her agility, her like stamina to stay.
And it's not just running back and forth. You're running
this way,
spot, and then you got to hit the ball. This small.
You have to run. Stop yourself, gather yourself to hit something. Like that's
get in ready position, hit, then get back to the middle position for another one if they can return it.
That's like running up and down in batter's box and try to hit a ball. I mean, not the same, but like think about it, because she has to place the ball where she wants to place it. I mean, and tennis balls come at you really fast, over 100 miles an hour easily.
I think she's easily hitting 100. I think so.
You think she could hit? That would be crazy. You think?
I think
she
so.
Definitely has the eye-hand coordination.
90.
Definitely has the eye-hand coordination for it.
Or her right, or what is it? Her two-hand backhand. I think is her favorite move. Yeah.
But I still think LeBron is the GOAT. You know why? Because
let's final thoughts. Why?
Because
final statement.
Because
let's hear it.
Because he is making he started another trend. When when he decided to go on his Twitter and to state that he's more than an athlete.
Ooh, okay.
You know, he's not just an athlete. Right. There's a whole movement where it was like, oh, athletes should just shut up and play. So my thought about that is that's like you and I. Mm-hmm. That's like, yeah, I'm not a political figure. I'm not anybody, but I have an opinion.
We're in a platform.
And I have a platform as well.
Yes.
But this guy, LeBron James, has his platform is incredible.
Crazy.
But I feel like it's like that saying with great power comes great. How do you say it? With great power
comes great responsibility.
With great power comes great responsibility. And I felt like he really took to that because he knows that whatever he's saying on Twitter, millions of people are going to see it, especially black and brown people who look up to him. So he realized his platform and he made it. I feel like he made a trend for other athletes to do the same thing, to be like, all right, I'm not just an athlete. I have an opinion.
I like that one.
All right. Like everybody has a voice.
So to combat that with my final point, Serena being a black female athlete, I feel like she's breaking a barrier that we haven't seen. We don't really, as African Americans, play tennis. We barely play like baseball. We play football, basketball. She's LeBron. Yes, she's dominating in an area that we've already dominated, but Serena's in a whole different ballpark of tennis where maybe like I said, Naomi's coming up, and there's another wave of black female tennis athletes, maybe even in male. Like she may be inspiring male black athletes. I haven't seen any, no disrespect to anybody, up and coming, but she's breaking barriers and she's breaking the narrative of like how the angry black women should act. I feel like they're showing that it's emotion, and when you're a champion and things aren't going your way, you get angry. Like I put all this time and effort into my craft, and like I'm losing or I lost, and like the fact that she was able to she didn't show any type of like remorse, like losing to Naomi. She's like, she probably definitely said like, you're the future, keep this going for everybody else. And I don't know, as for like black women, that's just empowerment to the fullest, and love to see it.
There's definitely if God blesses me with a daughter, there's going to be some people, some African American women who I show my daughter who I want her to be inspired by. Definitely to reel off some. We're talking about Michelle Obama. 100%. We're talking about Oprah Winfrey. We're talking about, for athletes, we're talking about Serena Williams.
Yes.
Skylar Diggins. Okay, Skylar Diggins. Yeah, those people. I'm gonna show my daughter easily.
Yeah, so we're definitely for a female role model for your daughter.
I agree with that. Yeah. So, listen. However, whatever it is. But yeah, I agree with your argument. I disagree with your argument. LeBron is still.
Nah, Serena's the GOAT.
He's still the GOAT.
I ain't jacking that.
Yeah, he's definitely still up there. But we want to hear what you guys think.
Yes. If you disagree, if you don't think Serena or LeBron is the GOAT, and you may have somebody we didn't mention in this video, let us know. But for comments, who do you fuck are y'all?
So thank you guys for watching once again.
Yes.
Like we've said in our last few videos, this is Black History Month. We're doing a lot of big things. We have a poetry contest that's going on currently. Once again, up until February 26th. That's the last time we take entries.
Y'all got a week to submit y'all entries.
We're gonna keep blasting you guys with that. You really want to see. We got some really good stuff. So I mean, if you come correct. All right. If you write us a poem, come correct.
Word. Make sure put some effort into it. We got some hitters. I've seen a few posts, and y'all got some competition if you're entering. So don't be scared. Don't be scared now. But
be like these goats here. Like we talked about Serena and LeBron.
Right, get the dub.
Listen, if they were poets, be like Amanda Gorman. You think if Amanda Gorman came in here, she'd be like, what?
Greatest poet of all time? I don't know.
Like, just show us your talent. freestyle, whatever it is. Like, we want to see it.
Yeah, right. Definitely let us know. Right.
No, but whatever your mom is cooking right now.
She's chefing it up.
Oh my
in the crock pot.
gosh, bro, she got it on simmer.
Simmer.
You know what that means? That means either one or two things. The food is done, but she's just letting it just stay warm, or she's cooking it on sim. Oh,
She's cooking it on simmer.
Anyways, but
Word, thank you for tuning in. And you know, we're the Noir Boys. This is Noir on Air. You know, weekly content, and we are.
and that's a wrap.